Hello guys, welcome back to Value for Viral. On this video, I'm going to tell you guys the truth about money and all you need to know about the hidden coded symbolism on the dollar bill. Make sure you watch this video very carefully and share the video. Some of the things I will say will shock you. And towards the end of the video, I will share a very important investment opportunity that I got from this research. Man, grab this opportunity with speed. And if you liked the video and felt enlightened, consider giving this video a thumbs up as it helps with the algorithm, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Now, the dollar bill is the most circulated currency in the world. It's a base currency and it was first created in 1862. But now, our dollar bill is quite controversial because it was engraved with occult symbolism. And on this clip, I will tell you guys the exact person who designed the dollar bill. Please, disclaimer, empty your mind, be like water, because this will shock some viewers. The truth is that the dollar bill was created and designed by Cleo. His name is called Cleo, and that's his face over there. Yeah, on the dollar bill we also got the face of George Washington, who was a Freemason, so his face being there is a no-brainer. The truth is that all the founding fathers of America were all Masons, even Benjamin Franklin and co. But the alien, the one who created the dollar bill you use today, is called Cleo. Well, you may call it an alien. And we see all these flying UFOs from time to time in different parts of the world. But Cleo is actually a fallen angel, and he's in charge of technology and AI. You know, we have different angels and different responsibilities. We have Abaddon, which is mentioned in the Bible and also in the book of Enoch. But this angel called Cleo is in charge of artificial intelligence and technology. You know, the aliens, as you call them, but I call them fallen angels, they are more advanced in technology than us. Long ago, they were making treaties with the US government and other countries. Yeah, you have heard about Area 51, the Rothschild or the Roswell incident. You know, all these things are real. Aliens are real, but you may call them aliens, but they're actually a department of fallen angels. That's why they have this reptilian look. And I've told you guys that reptilians are fallen angels. And if you read the Bible, Satan came in the form of a reptile to tempt Eve to eat the forbidden fruit. And also in the last days, it speaks about the dragon. And we know the dragon is a reptile, so it always linked back to the reptilians. You know, the Bible likes to use metaphors to explain certain things. You have to be led by the Holy Spirit to actually understand these things. It's not just reading with your plain eyes. Aliens, they were always part of this planet. Now we're living the last days, so they're bringing them back because they have a big role in the New World Order agenda. Now going back to the dollar bill, if you twist the dollar bill in different ways and do funny stuff with it, you will see a lot of hidden subliminal messages. You will see an alien hanging, you will see horns, you will see snakes, you will see the hidden owl. I mean, there are a lot of stuff you can see on the dollar bill. You will see the face of Cleo, you will see pyramids, and you will see the all-seeing eyes. But the truth is that if I give you a paper and a pen and tell you to design a currency and do exactly what they did on the dollar bill and hide certain symbolism, you will not be able to do stuff like that, because the bill itself was designed by a fallen angel. No man can design something like that with his own knowledge. I know a lot of you conspiracy theories, I know a lot of them know that there's an alien on the dollar bill, but I'm telling you that everything in this universe has a name. Even the stars you see in the sky, they has a name. And the name of that stuff you see on the dollar bill is called Cleo. But if you go search Cleo, I mean, if you go on Google right now and you research the word Cleo, you will even find a company claiming to be some AI, intelligence, artificial like app or whatever that help people manage and grow their finances. I mean, I just told you that Cleo was in charge of AI, money, and technology. So you can't say this is a coincidence. I mean, whoever created that application knows what I'm talking about. But like I told you guys before, knowledge is power. Apart from this alien, We have an altar on the dollar bill, which is a hexagram. We have 3 hexagram on the dollar bill, and you know 3 hexagram will form the 666. But let's talk about the one on the alien. We have many stars on the forehead of Cleo, in other words, on the third eye of Cleo, and these stars, they form a hexagram. And we know, if you study the occult, you know the hexagram is used to summon demons and to cast spells, to cast a hex on people. So that's an altar, and most people don't even know that this bill was created with an altar, and they casted a lot of hex. They casted a lot of spells before they distributed this money. That's why most people live in frugality. The truth is that you have to change your mindset first before you can actually live the life that God has created for you to live. On Cleo's face, we have a bird, which denotes order out of chaos. And if you look at the leg of the bird, we have an arrow, a bunch of arrows on one leg, and we have a peace plan on the other leg. That's a deception of Satan, and we know it's a common Masonic symbolism, order out of chaos. On the left side of the dollar bill, we got a common symbolism, the pyramid and the all-seeing eyes. Firstly, we have to appreciate the use of Latin and Roman numerals to proclaim that America is a new Babylon. You know, the Bible describes Babylon to be in Rome, but now the Roman Empire has fallen, and there's no way that Italy will ever rule the world as it did before in the Roman Empire. We live in the new world, and America is the most powerful nation in the whole world, and we can see that it fits the legacy left by Babylon, ancient Babylon, and the ancient Roman Empire. That's why the Masons wrote, "He favors our undertaking," and they wrote the New World Order, meaning that they are creating a new world for Satan where everything will be connected to the Antichrist. We can also see some secret code bringing us back to the Masons. As a Mason, you're being told it's just a normal fraternity, like a brotherhood, but as you start climbing up to the 33rd degree, Satan was a light bearer, and that you were worshiping Satan the whole time. But you cannot know until you reach the top. That is why when you get to the top, you are illuminating, right? You're more woke than the people at the bottom. That's why we have the light of Satan illuminating at the top of the pyramid, not at the bottom of the pyramid, because at the first level, at the second level, you cannot know anything. Well, from my research, Satan has a White House with 6 rooms in the astral world, and that's where all these top leaders, those in the very high level of the occult, that's where they go meet Satan in certain meetings. Down in hell, Satan has a throne, and on that throne, he sits on a pyramid, and he's illuminating light, just like you see on the dollar bill. And in hell, he speaks with authority and anger. I know a lot of people might be confused. They might be like, okay, Satan does not live in hell, or Satan does not live in the astral world. But the truth is that Satan has a kingdom in hell, and he has a kingdom in the astral world. That's the second heaven, and he has the ability to transport himself between this world. And remember that Satan himself went to heaven in the book of Job when he was bored messing around with the people of the world. Don't get it twisted, okay? Just follow on with what I'm saying. Going back to the pyramids, the pyramid is a representation of slavery. The Egyptians built the pyramids for their alien god and pharaohs. The pyramid was built by slaves. Remember, the fallen angels landed in Egypt, and they told the Egyptians that they were gods. That's why there were many gods in ancient Egypt. God purposely sent the children of Israel through Joseph to be slaves in Egypt, and later delivered them from slavery through Moses, to prove to the Egyptians that he's the one and only true God. That's why he destroyed the people of Egypt, and he did that on purpose. Pyramids were built through the help of aliens, or what I call fallen angels, in the department of technology. Because in the kingdom of Satan, there is what we call specialization. So don't get it twisted. There's no other planet where aliens live in. Aliens are all coming from another dimension into this 3D dimension through a portal. And we have hybrids living among us. and they use their serpent tongue to tell sweet lies, and they brainwash the society. They are the ones you see on the news. If you watch the movie called They Live, this old movie called They Live, the other species in that movie are actually hybrids of this abomination. That's why bad news sells. It has always been in that way since the beginning of time. Bad news sell. Good news is no news. Jesus Christ came to the world to share the good news, but they took it as trash because good news doesn't sell. That's why channels like mine, are regarded as trash. The pyramid on the dollar bill is a representation of slavery, modern day slavery. I'm going to repeat this over and over because people are slaves to money. They are constantly bombarded with ads and infomercials, celebrity lifestyle and all these things, and they have been brainwashed to think that the golden game of life is money. Let me tell you something, money is vanity and everyone knows that, and the golden game of life is accomplishing your purpose and finding salvation as your safety net before you descend into the world of darkness. The top 1% are hiding this knowledge from the poor and the middle class. The truth is that before you want to be in the 1% or the most richest people or the most famous people in the world, you have to be spiritual. You have to choose. You have to choose between God and the devil. And before you even get to that level, you have to have proven yourself for many years. Because people are just thinking that you're just gonna do some hard work, talent and effort on your own and get to the top level, to the 1%, without some spiritual aid from God or this deceiver called Satan. These people are the top, the very famous people in the world. They made deals with the devil or they made covenants with God to get to that level. Jeff Bezos clearly made a deal with the devil to be in the list of the richest men in the world. Amazon doesn't pay taxes, but you pay taxes, right? So you're the stupid one here. Even if you won a lottery, let's say you won a lottery, let's say you made $1 million, you have to pay taxes, right? That's 370k, you're down to 600. That means you have left the 6-figure mark. People are limited, okay? They can't get to certain level. They don't know that before you get to that level, you need some spiritual aid. You need some spiritual guidance. You need some spiritual aid. That's why every single day they're playing the rat race. But once you're spiritual and you're woke, you understand this. That is a good thing. That is not something bad. Okay, you shouldn't be afraid to die. If only you know the place you're going to. Because that is a good thing. If you're dying and you're going to a better place, what's the big deal? But here's the problem. Most of you guys don't even know where you came from, and you don't even know where you're going to after this game called life. That's why most people are stuck in the matrix. The pyramid represents slavery. Most people are slaves to money. They work their whole life and end up with nothing. They're depending on themselves, trying to climb a mountain full of deception. If you worship money, you're not a child of God. You are a seed of Satan. And even if you pretend like you don't worship Satan, you will still climb the mountain or pyramid. You will see your Lord, Godhead Lucy, smiling, and he will be kicking your ass to hell. The Bible is clear. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing shall be added unto you. I've come to realize that if you worship God in the right way and you do the right things, God can bless you to be in that level. You don't have to sell your soul to the devil to be the number one in the world. Honestly, it's the same God that made Solomon the richest man in the world. It's the same God that made David very famous and very popular. It's the same God that has been doing all these things to people. But people don't know how to worship God in the right way, and that's the problem here. But don't let Satan deceive you with vanity. Be true to yourself. Stay in your own lane. Stop faking. Stop wearing masks and hiding your true identity. Take off the masks and let the world bask. Don't be a slave to money. I want all my brothers and sisters to get rich. I want all my followers to get rich. But don't let the money control you. Don't let money rule you. You don't have to love money, okay? You have to love God. You have to love people. You have to love your family and your neighbors. And here's one thing, everything natural comes from God, and everything artificial comes from Satan. That's why most people are dying of heart disease and obesity and all this cancer and all this stuff, because they're eating fake things, fake food with GMOs and all this stuff. There are a lot of things on the dollar bill, and there are a lot of codes hidden within the dollar bill. If you put the dollar bill through certain light spectrum like infrared and all these other spectrums, you will find some other things that people haven't yet discovered. Because like I said, the bill was created by an alien called Cleo. So I've been doing some research, and I came to a conclusion that the New World Order are up to something big. And I think it's time for us to take advantage of opportunities and use them to our own benefit. So here's what the Illuminati and the New World Order are planning. They're trying to do away with the paper currency, and they're going digital. I don't know about you, but these guys have been collaborating with Satan for a long period of time, and that's why we can see an advancement in technology. I mean, like, you've seen the iPhone, the electronic gadgets, and people are using these things, right? Like, they don't really care, okay? I mean, like, you've seen all these new inventions coming up with Teslas and Elon Musk and all these things. I mean, these things are coming from this astro world. They're coming from the aliens, right? I advise all my followers to buy cryptocurrency. If you're not into cryptocurrency, I highly suggest you jump real quick into it. Buy those currencies and just keep them. They will appreciate in the long term. The truth is that it's better than those traditional 401k, mutual funds, ETFs and all these things, because they have very low returns. I mean, I've been going into these crypto platforms, and the best platform I've seen is called Binance. I mean, they got low fees, they are more advanced, and their platform is well structured. I mean, they have the best, they have a more better user interface. For me, they are more better than Coinbase. I mean, you can click the link in the description to join Binance. I mean, if you're not into cryptocurrency, just buy some cryptocurrency and see how it will appreciate over time, because that's what these guys are up to. And I think I would have done this a long time ago, but now I'm regretting why I didn't do it. Okay, so you can click the link in the description. You can click the link in the description to join the platform. It's an affiliate link. I'm just giving you guys a very good advice. I'm damn serious. Like, these guys are up to crypto, and the truth is that we are spirit beings. So whenever someone discovers a new technology that is pretty fast, that is very quick, like iPhones, Facebook and all these things, people tend to buy it and people tend to love it, because we are spirit beings, right? So this thing we appreciate with time. That's what they're trying to do right now. The dollar is gonna fall and people will go digital. In fact, welcome to the New World Order. The truth is that we live in the last days, and we know that anytime from now, paper currency will be useless. So my advice is that just buy these currencies, these cryptocurrencies, and just watch how they will skyrocket over time. It was value for viral. I didn't say much about the other things on the dollar bill, because I wanted to keep this video short. It's already very long, but we have to be careful. We don't have to be slave to money, because money is just another thing. We have to make sure we put God first and every other thing second. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hit the like button, subscribe, and please share this video.